Haiti's ancestor is not given the resources or land. They're not giving y'all nothing, not one crumb, not one morsel, not one dirt. They're not giving up nothing. And the sad thing about it, this is what happened when you have a well organized machinery that move like locusts, people, throughout this whole planet. They come into lands, people, and they do extraction. And it's so well, and then it's so well camouflaged because externally the mask that they wear is called investors, it's called financier, it's called shareholder, it's called builders. But people, this is actually what it is. This is the real what they're gonna do. But they bring these flowery words: investors, financier, builders. So people hear all this stuff, they think it's all this building, but no, this is what it is. It's movement. Um, I don't know if y'all know that, but Haiti is an asteroid, people. What's going on here? Because these people have no biological connection to the place. Their ancestors did not die for Haiti. They don't give a damn about Haiti. All they see is what's underneath Haiti. So this is how they got themselves in all this trouble that they're in right now. Sad because this is what happened when you're not related, you're not connected to a place. It's just grab. And it's the same mentality of grabbing that they end up inhaling diseases of the asteroid. And it's sad because Haitians have been living on that asteroid for a long, long, long time. Haitians have indigenous blood to the asteroid and African blood too. So with that being said, what we have here are is greed. They've been there forever, and the Haitians never did this to the land. These people managed to do what the Haitians never did: rip the land open. With the ripping of this land came a lot of gas because it's an asteroid. We don't know what the fumes are. We don't know what these gray fumes are, what these pink fumes are, what these orange fumes are, what these green fumes are. We don't know what it is. But we do know they inhaled it. And we do know that they're Western European males. You know, we do know they inhaled this stuff. And we do know that majority of them got really sick and they left. And they were heading toward Britain, toward France, toward Germany, toward Italy, toward Spain, toward Portugal, toward Denmark, um, Scandinavia. They were heading toward South Africa. They were heading toward Australia. They was heading toward New Zealand. So we know where they were heading to because that's where they came from because it's a well-oiled machine that flock in like locusts, like they tear a nation down so they can like strip it of its wealth. But this is unheard of. When the dust settles, people are going to talk about this episode, and the world is going to look at it with clear eyes. Uh, they better track these shareholders. They better track these financiers. They better track these investors because these people got something. I know the answer's going to release SARS, but I don't know what else they released. So I think they should have done this. This is because once they make a deal among themselves, they have a bad habit of going into lands, speaking to each other, and avoiding the owner, and come in gangster like, throwing themselves down people's throat. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm blah 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 blah. Like gangster mafioso, like straight mafioso. But I think they hit their limits here now. I think this mafioso ain't gonna be so mafioso. We're gonna hear about them very soon. I believe a lot of people gonna start dying. Whatever they inhaled in these asteroids, they took it home with them. This could have been avoided. This could have been totally avoided. There's something called diplomacy. There's something called talk and say what you offer. These people were not trying to say what they offer. These people were just trying to take because they have a mentality of gangster mafioso mindset, going and taking. Like I'm gonna take it, and I'm not only do they take it to make businesses for themselves. So the owners of whatever the hell they've taken is in destitute, and they are wealthy and living their best life. But unfortunately, I think They may have hit that wall where, that's old saying. You can keep doing, but sooner or later, I think that's what happened then. Um, because the ancestors not releasing any resources. So even if you see this and I pay them the line, you're not releasing nothing to them. There's puddles throughout the whole place, people. Port-au-Prince is Swiss cheese. It's just Swiss cheese. I told someone, I'm like, it's a Swiss cheese. That's what Port-au-Prince is, man. Especially the part where they kick the people out. They kick the people out so they can go digging. They went digging. They got nothing, baby. Nothing, not even one crumb. And they're arguing with each other. They're cursing with each other. They're in the background throwing punches at each other, people, because they're getting mad. They're getting infuriated. And then they're getting so mad to the point where, like, dropping some of the drones they're dropping. Yes, there are people that's dying. There are people dying in them, but some of it to see if they can break up the resources. Like they're hitting it with very high bulk. Like one of the things, some of the drones you have. This is ridiculous. A 20-ton bomb drone dropping over. It's not at war. Why do we need that much ton? They trying to see if they can release, get the resources to come up. And when they drop, they dropping all these drone, like pretty much what's they say, missiles to see if they can get the resource to come to the surface to go see if they can shake it up to the surface. What that sucker do? It push further down because they're not giving them. The ancestors of Haiti said, "We're not giving you nothing. We're not giving you the resource. We're not giving you the land. Y'all gonna get your tail out of here." I really believe that came from the last intervention when they brought apartheid to the land. When they taught the world to disrespect the Haitian inside of Haiti. When they had blatant raping going on that land. When they had organ harvesting. When they had human hunting. When they had flesh eating. When they had butt breaking. When they had all that stuff went on. Those people died for that land. They didn't die for you to come in that land and do that. And I think once that happened, all bets was off the table. And they had never been able to buy any good grace in the eyes of the Haitian ancestors because they can't get anything. And they know they don't like us for that. See, people don't understand how resources work. I used to think it was just go and grab. No, it's not go and grab. The land got to give it to you. And every land have to give it to you. And being that Haiti owners are the ancestors, the ones that fought for Haiti, is the owner of Haiti. They're the one. So really, Haiti is an empty. You can come with your little rusty cage and call it the republic. It still remains to be an empty. You just put your little rusty cage on top of it. That's all you did. That means the owners didn't go away. And so basically, the owners are ready. The AYIT is an MP. It needs to live and behave as an MP. It's a spiritual land. Spirituality is king over there. Okay? So the fact that they were trying to kill spirituality, I mean spirituality of land, which would have made the resource more bountiful. The idiots didn't know that. There's a lot of things they did that later on they studied. It's just stupidity. Stupidity. Stupidity, simple stupidity, greed. To make a long story short, they're not giving them nothing. They're not giving them the resource. They're not giving them the land. Those oligarchs that are non-DNA, that are not attached to the land, they're gonna get their tail out of there. And those foreigners in the enclave, they're gonna get out there and they're gonna shut all the enclave down. And they're gonna do exactly what they tell them. They're gonna get their tail out of there. Every last one of them. They're gonna get their tail out of there. Every last one of them is going to get their tail out of there. And they're going to do exactly what they tell them to do. They're going to get their tail out of that. They're going to get their tail out of the MP, the IET. Every last one of them. And I remember I was telling my friend, said they're going to get out of there. My friend looked at me and said, the ancestors is driving the car. The ancestor said, those non-DNA going to get out of there. Because you see, the ancestors know who their children are. They know who is not their children. Now, just because you pay lobbyists cannot buy you into a blood lineage. Just because you have money, money cannot fuse your attachment. You cannot umbilic yourself into the MP. No, they don't want that. It is to stay in the hand of DNA. The land is to be run by DNA. They have made up their mind. They're doing something totally different. No foreigners ruling that terrain. No foreigners shoot any dictate on that land. Resources is never to be owned by foreigners. You can come do extraction. You can do business, but you are never to own it. It is owned by the MPDIET. The land is never to be owned by foreigners. Never ever. It is all. It will stay in the hand of the empress and emperors of MPDIT for eternity. So they already made up their damn mind. So they don't know what all these damn foreigners talking about. They're like, did you fight for this place? Where you know this land from? Where you know this land from? That's what the answer's like. Where y'all know this land from? I see y'all sitting hella comfortable like it's your mom and dad house. Where the hell y'all know this land for? Y'all gonna get your tail out of here. Y'all don't have no attachment to this damn place. This is not a commodity. This is not a plantation. It's not slave beef. No, y'all gonna get your tail out of here. And y'all gonna get your butt in line and y'all gonna pay market value. Because it's one thing I know the ancestors kept telling us. They're gonna pay market value. They're gonna get their butts in line like everybody. And they're gonna pay market value. Whatever the value of the market is. There'll be none of them coming in here and acting like, oh, I'm calling me King Kong. I'm the owner. You ain't owner nothing. Where you know this land from? What DNA? What blood you spill? You better get your little butt out of here, man. So basically, child, please, they ain't giving them nothing. I'm surprised, like, I'm surprised all over the place. Everybody's like laughing. Yo, here's the answer. We laughing. We like, damn, they really ain't giving them nothing. We like, damn, the ancestors really ain't giving them a crumb, man. God damn. Like, yo, when they said them cats like hardcore, like 10 toe down, like revolution, man, they the creator, they the architect of that boy there. I'm like, damn. Because you know our ancestor is the creator. They the engineer, the architect of that. And that's look like what they doing right there. They don't give a damn. Our ancestors don't feel nothing for them. No. Our ancestors don't give a damn. Our ancestors don't care about all that little blood sacrifice they do. They don't care about all that stuff. They don't care about all no blood you do. Our ancestors do not care about all that blood sacrifice they doing. Our ancestors do not care about them drenching the place with blood. People, do y'all know they calling your ancestor right now nonstop? They've been calling ancestors nonstop, and the one character they love to call that never come to them, the owner, the emperor. The emperor don't f with them like that. The emperor don't f with them like that. The owner, the emperor don't f with them like that. Them boys one time made it like they drench your room with blood and cough. He ain't come to them. Like he don't f with them like that. He don't f with them like that. Like they try to get Aristide to summon him. He ain't never went to Aristide. They try to get Matele. He ain't gonna know which boo. He ain't gonna know where no damn Matele. Everybody try to get to summon him. They be doing that hard blood. And people, he don't f with them like that. He don't respect them. He look at them as I'm gonna be honest, and I don't mean sound graphic. The emperor look at them as pigs swallowing in fecal matter. Because for him, the highest sign of pighood is a land that they whoop your tail for multiple years. They whoop your tail in all four corners, and you have to wait centuries later for you to come in and do all that. For him, they the ultimate cowards. You that damn bad. So you see, the emperor like, you that damn bad. Why you run up on me, man? You bad, right? Run up on me. You ain't that damn bad. You coward. You run up on what you can run up on. But if you damn bad, run up on me. And you know what? And they ain't gonna run up on the damn emperor. They ain't gonna run up on him because you know the emperor ain't no joke now. Because you know the emperor's allergic to them cats. I was telling somebody, I said, Emperor Jean Jacques Dessalines is allergic to them. I don't know what he's allergic to them, baby. He's allergic to them cats. Like he don't F with them like that. He's allergic to them cats. And so basically, so Emperor shut it down. The Emperor like, no, leave. And the Emperor's like, and he's like, to leave this land, and I'm not giving you this land. And the Emperor's gonna be very nice about it. I'm gonna give a deadline. Y'all better get your tail out of there. The whole yo, Emperor like the whole il the IEC. Let me repeat. The il the IEC. The whole thing, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Get your tail out of there. Shut everything down and go. And he said, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. And if y'all get your tail out of there, y'all gonna see what I mean. And the Emperor said just to sweeten his pot. Boom, he gave a deadline. Y'all better be out of here. And I mean just that. Y'all better not be breathing in here. Y'all better not be breathing on this land. Y'all better not be acting like y'all the owners. And then and that same date that I gave y'all, y'all better not be here. I need to know why y'all organ harvest them in here. I want to know why y'all PDF'd them in here. I want to know why y'all was drinking their blood in here. I want to know why y'all was eating their flesh in here. I want to know why y'all was on animal hunting them in here. I want to know why y'all were bending them over and penetrating from the rectum. I want to know why y'all were doing all this stuff. But that's the same day when I come back. Y'all better not be in here. I don't care where y'all at. Y'all better have those answers for me. Y'all better have those answers for me. So basically, they better have that answer. And they also better have that answer why they would run them off that land. They also better have that answer why they were killing them. They better have that answer why they dropping drones over there. They better have that answer why they humiliate them in all four corners of the earth. See, they got a lot of questions, and they cannot say, "It's not me. It's not me. It's the Haitian. It's the Haitian. It's the Haitian. It's the Haitian. It's the They told me I can do this." No, they not. No, no, no. The emperor ain't gonna take that. The emperor ain't gonna take that, people. They better have the answers ready. Cause they're gonna ask them too. They're gonna ask them what's up with this high illiteracy here, and they're gonna ask them why they in all four corners of earth, why they not here. They're gonna ask them that question too, and they're gonna ask them too why they're humiliating all four corners. They're gonna ask them that. They're gonna ask them what's up with the psychological warfare. They're gonna ask them. hmm They better have that answer. They better have the answer. They better have that answer. They coming from higher dimension people, but they coming here. So, like I said, we be in detoxification, but they're coming from a higher dimension. They are gonna take human form very shortly. Um, but when you're coming from such high dimension, because they got to come in, they got to clean the place up. So they're gonna come in. So it's gonna look like that place was snapped together because they're gonna come in. They're gonna clean the whole place up. They got to come in, and they gotta there are things that need to be done to the infrastructure. They're gonna fix the infrastructure. They got a lot of things to do to the infrastructure because the infrastructure is badly damaged now, and so because of that, I think the part like of Port-au-Prince, I think they're gonna flood. I think the ancestors are gonna flood 60% of Port-au-Prince. They're gonna flood it out. They're gonna flood it out, like flood it out. The ocean front, some of it they're gonna flood it out. They pretty much gonna give the eel. They're gonna give it a whole different outlook. The whole eel de it. That's theirs. The whole eel de it is theirs. So they're gonna give eel de it. They're gonna redo from they're gonna redo the whole layout. So there's places where that's not flooded. They're gonna flood it out. There's places that's flooded. They're gonna unflood it, and they're gonna move things around. They're gonna move things around, and also they're gonna move the resources around. They're gonna do something nice with it, and then they're gonna make the current like when you come in toward the ILDIT, they're gonna make it really harsh. They're gonna make it violent. That's gonna be like they're gonna create a buffer for the people. Basic what they're gonna do, they're gonna make it nice for the people. They're gonna make it like pretty much like it's gonna be a situation like you're gonna come because you're really desperate for the resources, pretty much. And it's like you're gonna be really, really desperate for the resources, but you're gonna come. But it's gonna be so dangerous just to come, but you have to go back because you came to get it. So it's really dangerous to come, and it's gonna be very dangerous for you to leave too. So it's gonna be like only people that really, really is in need of resources gonna come to us. And if they're not really, really in need of it, they're not gonna come. And they're gonna do that around all our little small islands too. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna fix it up. They know what they're gonna do. Basically, they're gonna make it where the place is hostile, and they're gonna set it up a natural buffer, where anything they step on the soil, you have any form of like you're gonna come steal you, you're gonna start getting like nice little things, nice little natural things for yourself. But yeah, they running the whole show. So the ancestors. So I don't even. I like they got a whole bunch of I don't know what them damn people doing. Um, it's kind of cute for them to really think they running something. They're not. That's the most cutest thing I've seen. So they think they running something. I'm like, y'all sitting in something that don't exist. The Republic of Haiti don't exist. It's the MPD that's here. You're not even in. I'm like, you guys are trying to regenerate something. It's dead. The Republic de Haiti is dead. Only MPD is here. There is no Republic. It's dead. So they look silly. All these white boys and them sitting. I'm like, what are they doing? Prime Minister. I said, Prime Minister what? It's dead, fool. There is no Republic of Haiti. That's dead. They took that offline. There's only MPDIT. You don't get it. There is no Republic. It's MPDIT now. So all of this rules and policy and all this crap these boys doing, all these, I'm like, damn, they went and started controversy for something that's dead. Ain't there something? All those contracts for the Republic de Haiti. There is no Republic de Haiti. There's no Republic de Haiti. You can't come to the MP and bring anything to you because it don't have the seal of the MP. The kingdom and the Republic is totally different. Woo! The answer's crazy for this one. They're crazy for this one, and then you got to get the seal. And right now, they it's got to be announced to the world before they pass our seals. Ooh, I can't stop laughing at them idiots. I can't stop laughing at them. I can't. I like And then when I told my friend, and I told my friend, oh my god, I never looked at it. I said, yeah. What they doing is what we call washing their hand and sticking it in mud. That's what they did. Girl, I'm like, they're not giving them anything. They're not giving them the land. They're not giving them the resource. They're gonna get their tail out of the IT. Mark my word, they're gonna get out of it. Child, they got a lot to explain to. They better start figuring out how they're gonna explain this to their ancestors. What those mortals are gonna explain. That's what they better try to figure out. Ooh wee. They're crazy for this one. But they better get these little boys tested. They better get these little boys tested. They better get them 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 tested. Better them than us. They're greedy. You see what greediness? Greedy, greedy. One little greedy, two little greedy, three little greedy, four little greedy, five little greedy, six little greedy, seven little greedy, seven little greedy, eight little greedy, nine little greedy, 10 little greedy, 11 little greedy, 12 little greedy, 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 greedy. See, it was their greed that did it to them. I don't feel sorry for them. Well, better them than us. Better them than us. Please like and subscribe. Mm-mm-mm. Greed did that to them. Please like and subscribe. Mm-mm-mm.